bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before? Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road.
The world has got its demons. There are many reasons why you'd find it harder to be brave than be afraid.
But every life could use some danger. Every friend was once a stranger. Ships are safe in harbor, but that's not why ships are made.
Wriggly-dum-de-doo, Ontario-dee, dee, a fwit-dee-dee-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before? Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Adventures waiting further down the road.
Let's go!
Greetings, everybody, and welcome for another spacefaring adventure. I am Rev Tommy, your normal Twitch mod, now turned game master here on Nat 21 Adventures. So we're going to be continuing with part 3 of our current campaign of Coriolis, the Third Horizon, the Dying Ship. Part 3. So, with that being said, let's get that bean footage going and get hype. Alrighty, so let's get things going. Let's bring our crew back on stage, and we'll go through and we'll do some introductions. What people are thinking one by one. So first up will be this guy.
We're all like, which one of us is that?
My name is Malik Alnadar, former Legionnaire and now captain of the Crimson Dawn. We've regained control of the ice hauler. We've steered a course away from the approaching asteroid field. We should be in a good place right now to get back to Coriolis, but after our recent encounter with an individual not part of the crew, it makes me wonder if whatever took control of the ship to begin with is still here and whether they'll be as easy to deal with as things have been so far. I don't think so.
Yeah, that was quite the interesting character that you decided to one-shot.
Decided.
We hardly knew him.
I wasn't exactly expecting to one-shot him.
Was his name Yorick? I mean, I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, who knows? Was
in death, a member of Project Mayhem has a name.
Next up, we have.
Hello. I am Hannah Salachi, and I am the pilot of the Crimson Dawn, though we are not currently on the Crimson Dawn. We're currently on a large ice freighter, which I would tentatively say, have regained control of. Yes, I have piloted it away from certain death, but things are definitely not, I feel like, completely under our control yet. Something bad is probably still on this ship, and it doesn't seem like it might be a people, and I don't really like fighting enemies that aren't peoples. But if I recall correctly, when we last left off, we are in 0G now. Is that right?
Yes, that is correct.
All right.
You guys are not.
You're floating.
You're not grounded to the floor at the moment.
True OG.
Fallen.
All right.
But that's okay because I feel like I do a little better.
I'm the gunner, Zara Uraka, on the Crimson Dawn. I've quickly learned that I'm not a big fan of ice, even less so when there's a potential side of genie with it. Not exactly thrilled with this particular mission, if you want to call it that we've decided to undertake. But at this point, it makes more sense to go forward than going back. Don't really trust anyone but my crewmates at this point.
Yeah, a lot of unknowns. And it's also unknown how gunnery our gunner is, since you missed your opportunity to actually do some gunning last time.
The captain there's got some great aim, and I can admire an artist in action.
Kind of did walk in front of me.
Yeah, and to be fair, we all drew instantly. Like, it had multiple weapons pointed at him. Just the captain was faster.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And rounding out this motley crew of spacefaring adventurers, we have none other than
I am Adam Al-Mahad, the star engineer of the Crimson Dawn. Anytime I leave the ship, I'm in my exosuit, so no one can tell that we are a motley crew because I'm doing full frontal all the time. I believe that
full frontal, we've had enough of that. With that, also, we have just been raided by none other than Jacques the Whipper.
Bonjour, mes
And
amis.
his community
Welcome to the channel.
is what? 64 raiders.
What?
64. That's almost nice. Y'all are slacking.
A
Get
full
yourself
Nintendo's worth
5
of
more
people.
friends and come back.
How'd you just dated yourself with that reference?
Thank you, Jacques and community, for coming into the channel.
Yes,
Most
welcome.
folks over there are familiar with me, Rev Tommy, the Twitch mod here. Now I'm the game master currently this month. Next month we go back to Paulo and Faya Shenanery. Come back
New
and
month, a
see
new
familiar
master.
faces here. Maybe doing stuff next month. But yeah, thank you guys so much for the raid.
Welcome. We're in space.
Yes, so for all our new visitors, real quick, we are playing Coriolis, the Third Horizon, a tabletop RPG based off of the Year Zero engine. It's by Free League Publishing. Think of Firefly meets Arabian Nights. Our party has currently on board the ice hauler, the Orin 2, and let me get that image up to share with all the good peoples. So this is the ship they're currently on. They were tasked to go ahead and find out why it's disappeared, stop communicating, and just what's going on. Where is it at? And to recover the ship, its crew, and cargo, and get it back to Coriolis. They've gotten on board, started exploring through, found some of the crew alive.
Most of them
Not alive.
Ish.
Some.
Some of the crew that is alive is kind of still alive, but unconscious and electrified because of Adam's shock whip.
Unconscious and electrified.
What?
And also, due to that, the last person he used that on was the captain of this ship, which then went into convulsions, crashed into a control panel on the bridge, and has now turned the gravity off, which is where we currently find our players in the bridge, starting to float away and see if they've got any reactions that they want to take.
I strip.
I said it at the end of the last show. I said I'd do it. I'm getting out of my exo.
Out of the exo?
I don't want to be in this exo.
That's the first thing you do as you start floating. You just like...
I get rid of a lot of weight, basically. I don't get rid of necessarily everything, but I'm not turning on my mag boots.
Weight.
Yeah, I'm not turning on mag boots, but I am going to be okay floating.
Okay, Captain, what are you doing?
I'm gonna grab the nearest console or grab bar, and I'm gonna activate my mag boots and try and stay grounded.
No.
Give me a dexterity roll for that, please.
I want to be upside down and disoriented.
Two.
Okay, you managed to grab hold of that, swing your body back down so that way you can get your feet back onto solid ground. Zara, what are you doing?
Are the exos all equipped with mag boots? Is that standard
Yep,
equipment?
mag boots, a vacuum boot. Yep, they do have that.
Cool. I'm going to attempt to do something very similar, reaching for the nearest handhold and try to make sure I get those activated and boots on the ground if possible.
All right, that'll be a dexterity check for that, please. And actually, let's see. Do you have anything that helps with zero G for your talents?
I do not.
Then your dexterity is -2.
Well, hell, hang on.
I'm a little soft.
I know the captain does have those abilities.
Gotcha.
To bypass the that penalty.
1. Still 1.
All right, it's gonna take you a little bit longer. You're swimming in space.
I'm looking so elegant.
Were we originally planning to go scout back outside where the bad guy had come in to make sure that area?
We were going to head for where we were going to check the staterooms and the observation lounge area. Those
Okay,
only two
where are
places
they
we hadn't been.
Yeah.
in relation to us? I know one of them's down. One's up, one's down, right?
Yeah, the staterooms are right below us,
Right.
and the observation is just to the bow of that, just in front of
Okay.
that.
So we want to hit staterooms first.
We're gonna pass them, so
Yeah, might as well. Okay.
Real quick, I need Adam's reaction to having no gravity.
Was the captain of the Orin 2, had I restrained him before I brilliantly tied my solar lasso around his neck?
Apparently, you thought you did, but he apparently went convulsing out of the chair when you energized your whip.
All right, then I want to it would still be tied around his neck. Did I kind of strangify him?
Strangify.
So I want to use the leverage or the inertia of him, pull on it, and then get myself down to the control panel to see if I can grab a hold of a knob and start pushing. But this is my pushing buttons hand.
you want to use him as your space anchor.
Yeah, I want to make him my space anchor.
You know what? Let's do force on that because
the force is strong with me. In my exosuit, I get +2, and my strength is basic at a 3. So I'll be rolling 5 dice for that. 2 successes.
Woo!
All right, you do that, and while you're at it, give me a quick damage roll for your whip.
Oh, that is 2 dice, right? But I'd be doing stun damage. Is that correct? Yeah.
Yes.
I rolled 2 1s.
Huh?
I rolled
2
2
1s?
1s.
That's the opposite of what you
Somehow
want.
you managed to not do any damage to the captain with that whip around his neck. Apparently, 0 gravity is just enough to negate any hard forces.
It's like it stopped him from being grounded the way that squirrels can walk on power lines.
And now I will need you to give me.
What's the
Let's see.
space
We're
for
gonna
this?
do. You want to control. You want to flip buttons and dial switches, and that's going to be a data gen.
Data Jin.
Good thing you're good at that.
Yeah, I'm the Data Jin daddy. So that's my wits of 4 and my Data Jin of 3, making it 7 dice I'm rolling for Data Jin. Yahtzee! Only 2 successes out of 7.
It's so good.
All right.
One felt. Yeah, only 2.
All right. And let me take a quick check with our compatriot. Let's see. Ada is currently floating. She does not have an exo on at the moment. Kolbzir does have an exo on.
It's at the loader exo, right? That he's got on?
Yeah, I thought he had the like.
Yeah.
He's forklift certified. He is a certified forklift.
Yeah.
Hey, when I got forklift certified, no one issued me an XO.
Well, there were a bunch of them floating around, so you could have borrowed
Yeah,
them.
there are yes, there are a couple still back at the workshop. I believe back in Service Central, back aft, there are exos as well there. So Kolbzir does not pass his dexterity check. He got sideswiped by gravity, and he's still floating. Ada, your other crew member that's with you, is floating as well, as
Patron.
I'm floating.
Yes.
Can I see that Zara is struggling?
I'm sorry.
Can I see that Zara is struggling? Like she's sort of drowning in air.
Oh yeah, you can very easily see it.
And I'd like to.
You taking garments of your exo off.
The doggy paddle's working against you, Zara.
Yeah. Yeah, I would just like to just real quick kind of like grab on to just whatever's closest to me and kind of kick out to be able to grab her and just to be able to anchor her to me.
Oh, can I say, my intention for the datagen check was not to reestablish 0G, but to take it out of the rest of the ship.
So it's, yeah. This is going to be fun.
What was your roll on that again?
I got 2 successes out of 7 dice.
Quick thinking, Tex.
Okay. Give me a technology check in addition to that. Let's see how far this spreads throughout the ship.
My lord, I have a 3 in tech. No, that's an old ship. I have 2 in tech and a 4 in wit. So that is 6 dice.
And you have an advanced tool that's a tech.
Dice.
Oh, tech check. All right. Yeah, my advanced tools. I got them right here. Out of 7 dice, that's 3 successes.
Woohoo!
Alrighty then.
3.
So, with that, 3 6s is a critical success. Which
Critical
means
6
now
6
there is
success.
no gravity anywhere on the ship. So now there's stuff starting to pick up
Adam's
and
like,
float
I
every
evened
which
it
way.
Exactly.
Yep.
I realize I don't think there's any way to put it back here.
Yeah. Also of note is all of a sudden you do this and then all of a sudden you remember something that you did about an hour and a half ago before. And you think of back in the machine halls. Atala Ard is now floating somewhere in the machine halls, tied up like a human burrito. Still
He's
on
swaddled.
Why is wait?
Yes,
till
but
we
hold on,
find-
but tied to something.
Yeah, he's tied to, he's a balloon.
So
And
he's
he's
tied
tied
to,
at his
tied to
waist.
pipes or a chair, or he's tied to something.
Yeah.
Is
If I
that
recall, he's tied to
something
the
that is
pipe.
anchored to the ground?
Okay.
Yes, because it would be machinery or a chair, a console chair or something. It probably is machinery.
In my head, it was a rolly chair, but I'll go with you guys.
He's the one who did the action. I like rolly chair. He's now
He's
floating
floating
in a rolling
around with a
chair,
chair.
rolling
Spaceship.
across 0Gs.
No, there's no rolly chairs on spaceships.
No
No underwear and no rolly chair.
No rolly chairs.
Hey, remember, folks, you do have icon talents that are able to be used once per session. If those talents
my
also do give me something.
Yes.
Joy?
Oh, yes. It allows me to change the number when I have a number showing in the top of the screen there.
Oh no, that's not. No.
I do believe one person's icon talent is to change a cosmetic.
Yeah. Okay.
In-game.
I don't want to make it not a rolly chair. I love it.
Okay, all right, hold on. He's tied to a rolly chair, which is tied to the console.
So now the whole thing is like.
So now the console, he's tied to something that's attached. The rolly chair is just kind of floating attached to it, and he's tied into the rolly chair.
Yeah, it hooks under a pipe leading to one of the grab projectors. And
he's fine until the gravity goes back on.
Oh, he's gonna hurt so bad.
Yeah, that's
Gonna hurt so
has
bad.
hijacked my icon talent.
Just want to remind.
That's okay. That's
everybody
in
he's supposed to be
the style of the
serious,
faceless
though.
one.
Yeah.
He's there for the other guys.
Yeah. You don't have to use that talent right now. I was just saying.
Thank you.
Really wanted to make
There's somewhere
something
else that needs a banana peel. Somewhere else needs a banana peel.
You might not be wrong there.
We'll figure it out. It's probably going to be in the corridor where we're going.
All right, so now we've got stuff floating all over the place. There is all the gravity has been turned off on the ship. There's unconscious people floating in different parts of the ship right now.
That's a them problem.
And so let's see. So we have the captain is on the ground.
Yeah.
Adam is on the ground.
Hannah
Zara
is
has
our-
finally finished her swim, and she's been able to get her feet on the ground.
I'm not on the ground. I'm still with my feet dangling up, like looking down at the console, and
You've got control of yourself against the
physically.
I hover near the door, and
you're not wearing your exo anymore.
I thought we said the air was breathable in here. We've tested it like 3 times, right?
Yes, but don't forget the exo also gives you other benefits. Well, one,
That's
if the
like,
air goes out, if the oxygen goes out, you'll still have oxygen.
That's fair.
Two, you can magnetize yourself to the ground, and 3, it's another layer of something between them and you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, the exos are armor level 2, so it does give you 2 dice to negate.
Fine, I'll leave it on, but I'm still not turning my boots on.
Can I use my talent to make her have a submersible helmet that's just the helmet, like SpongeBob
like a
and
deep
Sandy's
sea
place?
diver with like the big metal port. I want like that.
And it's just that. You can take out the rest of the exo, but you still have your breathing mask.
Please have an air tube that goes nowhere. It's just floating.
The captain walks by the
don't do that.
where Adam is and just Gib slaps him in the back of the head.
Get a Gib slap? Wow. What's rule
Right.
number 1?
Okay, so let's see. At this time,
Anyway,
that
Captain.
means that
Yes.
that
Oh, you're gonna give her the oxygen bubble?
you still have your exo, but now your helmet looks like the scuba gear from Men of Honor.
I prefer throwing it away for that rather than not making a rolly chair.
No, this is way more worth it. Yeah.
Yep. So
Tink, 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 tink. Tink,
Would you
tink,
like
tink,
me
tink.
what?
We're going this way. We're going,
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I will with my accelerator pistol out, go ahead and push myself out of this room and wherever the stairs are from here, I guess.
alrighty. So
Question: my new friend that I made at the end of last episode.
which one?
You
The
kind of
one
unmade him.
missing the center torso and most of his face.
Oh yeah. At this point, due to the timing, that was barely moments ago. I believe technically he's still alive, but
And floating.
unconscious, fatally wounded, and bleeding out. So he's floating away, bleeding out, and he's gonna be dead.
But that's fine because all of his blood is in.
Yeah,
nice
as I said last time, I am gonna finish him off just to make sure. But other than that,
how do you head stomp a floating body in space?
don't need a head stomp, just need to shoot him in the head.
Courage.
See, didn't you already put two in his head as we were leaving?
Yeah, I put 1 in his center of mass and 2 in his head, so he's
Well, you was about to leave, but Adam's thing interrupted that.
He's basically dead.
just to make sure.
Yeah.
He was already incapacitated, but I still, for some reason, thought he could say the safe word.
Yeah.
Ow.
Why won't he say bananas?
Yep. So Daka, 100% for sure that he is now dead.
Excellent.
Oh, all right.
Because
Yeah,
sometimes
make
you always just need more Daka.
More Daka. Can I over to the body and I want to make a culture check to see if this is a normal, if this is a human guy or if it's something that only I would believe is real, a corporeal djinn.
Adam was not is. Was
Genie. If it's a genie that decided to be a guy, That's ambiguous. Death is a liminal space for the Ginny. I mean, where'd my accent go?
Don't turn this into back rooms. I don't need.
You tried
creepy
to
maybe
take
things.
a look of the body as it floats by. Unfortunately, Malik has done the deed, and there's not a whole lot of recognizable characteristics of the physical body itself.
Is the mask shattered?
2 legs.
Yep, mask is most definitely shattered up. So it definitely does not look as cool as that anymore.
Now, looking at that and how he appeared when he appeared, that is not modern clothing, I assume. I mean, what we see is what we get: the swords, the blades, the mask, all of that.
That
looks like Firstborn.
Yes, that is what had attacked you.
Okay, so that's not normal accoutrements for being on a ship in the Third Horizon.
I have seen Firstborn tribes that had similar clothing, but it looks like that wasn't even a Jura knife. It looked like it was just a long regular knife, like what you cut bread with.
Yeah,
Probably not a bread knife.
Yeah,
Just
this is me bread falchion.
me bread scimitar.
Anyone that has culture, give me a culture roll.
Oh, none of us got culture. Oh,
No culture here.
I do.
Adam has
I do.
culture, and I believe Hannah has culture.
I have 1 in culture and 4 in empathy. Roll 5. Let's go. Nope.
well, half of those were ones.
Any 6s?
No.
Do you wish to pray to the icons?
No.
Oh, you know what? Because he's already bloodied, I want to give offers that drop of blood to the faceless one, because that is a way to honor the faceless one. So
You're
offer
gonna
blood.
draw on the wall again.
I'm not going to draw on the wall. No, I just it's like if his blood were a card, like a holiday card, I would be writing my name on it. And so, to the faceless one, love, your humble follower.
A.
And now I'll re-roll that.
Okay, so that's your prayer to the icon.
Yep.
Alrighty. So then,
What's our magic number? Sorry.
That got 1-6.
And so did he.
Woo!
I can't wait for next
It
week.
worked.
I can't. Oh wait. So
As a metagamey player, I try so hard not to, but I am totally rooting for Tommy to be able to wreck our stuff.
Of course you are. More
all right.
chaos.
So
That's what it
with
needs.
with that limited success there, you look at him, you rack your brain a little bit. You look at everyone else, you look at him again, and you're just like, wait a minute. That's like old-timey clothes.
First come.
You know? Maybe not quite that old, or maybe. I mean, it's all a little foggy right now. You're still kind of floating. The blood's kind of rushing into your head.
I haven't smoked Arish in like an hour, so
Yeah.
starting to fade.
No
When
snorting the
you
blood
realize,
out of
like,
the air.
Hey, Captain, those clothes are definitely old, definitely way older than even you.
Oh, he's not old.
Roasted.
Oh.
He's not
So they do
old.
seem to be definitely not of this time frame, but definitely you can't tell quite how far in the past that those seem to be period authentic.
But it's not something we would see in normal day-to-day life in this day and age, on station, on planet, whatever, unless somebody was dressing up for a special
A
occasion.
Renaissance fair?
Yeah, what's our equivalent of a run fair?
Yeah.
That seems
Yeah.
weird.
A little living history.
Yeah. On an
Yeah.
ice ship. Yeah.
So
Right.
that's what Adam is able to perceive. based
Only
on
thing I know
his-
older than the first com are the portal builders.
And
No
everything
one knows
else
Paperboy.
seems the obviously he went down to a good burst from a Vulcan carbine. The blood seems normal. He appears to be dead. So it appeared to be a normal human being.
His blood
Other
tastes
than-
normal.
Other than the
It
strange
is something
clothing.
that could be killed, as you have just proven.
That's normal. That's normal blood.
Adam,
What?
no, just yeah, ours.
You know how many shots you're gonna have to get when we get back to the ship?
You know how many shots I'm gonna give him when we get back to the ship?
Gimp shots.
Yes.
Everyone's doing Opor back on the ship. What?
Yeah.
So,
Floating. I just floated by you, and I'm just like.
so this the captain, not this captain, that captain is
Captain Ratchun.
yes, is unconscious
He's
and
like,
tied to the chair.
Yeah.
is he unconscious or is he still like?
Yeah, now
Well,
I'll retie him to the chair for
there's
sure.
Not much has really changed for his catatonic state that you could really tell,
Right.
other than the fact that because he was just kind of zoned out, and Adam decided to wrap his force whip around his neck, energize it, shock the poor helpless guy without trying to figure
I
anything
mean,
out.
to be fair, he could have
Before I
shocked
could
him out
finish
of-
tying him
So-
to the chair, obviously.
Yeah,
Make sure
Yeah,
it's not
I-
really here.
his
So-
status when we showed up and his status now, other than being tied to the chair, hasn't changed.
I want to administer an M dose as an apology. Can I roll Metacurgy?
He has not actually taken any points of damage, so there is nothing to actually heal on him.
Oh, then I
Adam-
say you're fine.
This is
Leave it
all
alone.
coming out of your percentage.
Which is so low because I already got 10% of it.
Little baby. Snap out of it.
So should we? I don't know. Go see
Do
what
you
kind
actually
of-
say that to the captain?
Yeah, say little baby, snap out of it. You're fine. After I realized an M dose wouldn't do anything, we're like,
Are
what
you-
could you have possibly seen?
Are you still
I'm
upside
having a full
down?
conversation as if he were AI.
Okay, Adam, give me a manipulation roll.
Ooh!
It's a hard manipulation roll, so it's going to be -2.
-2 as
Actually,
empathy.
let's see. Ada is present, so actually it's a normal roll instead of hard.
Oh, all right. Then I'll just roll my normal for empathy.
If anyone wishes to help in, they can offer him an additional die as well.
Yeah, anyone want to help berate him with me?
No.
Now this little bitch.
Why the hell not?
Well,
Sure.
hold on. Would me berating Adam while he's berating the captain be help?
It would help me.
I'll allow it. Take the die.
Okay.
Right. Locked and loaded. 5 goes up. 1 success. That's why I have spare dice. 2 successes.
I got one to berate Adam.
Good, so I felt it.
It's a berate train.
A dice roll to berate Adam actually passes on a 5-up.
Oh, I got 2.
Wait, it passes on a 5 up. I got a 5. I rolled a
Berate
5.
brigade.
So basically, Adam's trying to get the ship's captain to go, and we're just walking behind him in a line, going slap, next one, slap, next one, slap.
You
I'm
use the
pissed about
directional jets on the hands to just get
Yeah.
a little extra.
Well, I'm wearing full armor, so actually I could probably do a backhanded. Would be even better.
Give him the old Robin of Locksley.
All right. Let's see. Give me one quick sec. I need to. Okay, so that's fine. All right. So, Adam is said to the captain, "Oh, walk it off, yada yada, and all that sort of stuff." At the same time that the rest of Adam's friends are doing the exact same thing to Adam. The captain, somehow all of a sudden, you see the color return to his eyes, and he looks around, kind of still half floating there.
Holy crap! That worked.
I'm upside down.
But then he's like, he's.
I'm still upside down.
Yeah, I'm upside down, and I'm Spider-Man to his Mary Jane.
Aw.
But the captain's reaching for his neck because there's someone's whip still around it.
Oh, if he's struggling, it's all right. I got you. I can help. I'll do it. You just relax. Just relax. This will be over in a second. And I don't say what it is. It'll be over in a second.
All right. As soon as he was able to have his neck freed again to be able to properly breathe, normally, he's flounders around a little bit, is able to grab hold of stuff and kind of hold himself towards the floor. Obviously, he doesn't have mag boots or whatnot, but he's got himself anchored with the control panel there, and it's like, and you see him kind of stand up straight as best you can with a nice proper military bearing without having actual gravity to push yourself off of against. I was like, hold on, who are you and what are you doing aboard my ship?
I announced the call sign of the Crimson Dawn. I say my full name, which has like 5 middle names that I'm not going to say here. And I say, and it's nice to meet you. We're saving you. Isn't that great? You're so fortunate. And I touch his face again.
I'm sorry.
Adam, step back.
I float back a little bit. I grab a couple other levers and like upside down monkey bars myself back.
Adam?
Oh, I thought you were upside down. I right myself.
Yeah.
Because as the captain regains whatever his senses, how is our patron reacting?
He's still kind of just observing, watching, and trying to figure out what to do with himself.
Because I assume they would know each other. And if that's the case, if he's still floating, I'm going to, with my boots locked to the deck, I'm going to grab him and pull him down to the deck so he's in control and can deal with this.
Give me
so grab his hand, just grab his like shirt.
What did you need?
Force.
Wow. 1.
All right, you're able to get him. It's a bit of he's fighting against you a little bit. He doesn't understand how to move himself in 0G quite as well. But yeah,
everyone's so vulnerable.
Eventually assist him more oriented and towards the ground.
I mean, if he's not, because he's not in armor, he's not in an exosuit, and he's not wearing boots, correct?
No, he's still in his fancy.
So I'm gonna, because I'm locked in. I'm gonna pull him down so that he can hold on to the captain's chair or something next to it, so that they can deal with each other face to face.
Yeah, he goes ahead and he gets himself situated in the first officer's chair, while the first officer is off in an upper corner of the bridge.
Forgot about her. Wow.
Yeah.
There's just dead people floating everywhere, and we're...
Oh, yeah, she's fully dead?
The first officer is dead,
Dead.
if I remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Well.
Yep.
Pour one out for her and the liquid goes up.
You don't pour fluids in 0G, Adam. Haven't
like
you
to
done
smack
enough?
the bubble that he has created just in it back to
Open his faceplate, push it all in, close his faceplate.
Yep. Well, as it would turn out, Hannah actually now has the best headwear to protect against fluids in space.
Right.
Space is a fluid. Look at me.
You're your own bathysphere.
Oh, I want my own bathysphere.
Of course,
Fluids
you
in
realize that with
zero
that
G.
helmet, you've got like 100 feet of hose going out the back to his exosuit.
Right? Yeah. Coiled. And a tug when I'm like out of oxygen. And you pull me back up.
With this, captain's is now like it's like, oh, I didn't realize what had what's been going on the last little bit. You said you're here to rescue us?
Indeed, we are here on a rescue and salvage mission on behalf of your company. We have one of your colleagues, Master. I can't remember his name for the life of me.
Sounds like your name.
He's also sitting right next to the
Yeah, that's
captain.
you.
He's right there.
Oh, whoa! I had no idea. He scares the hell out of me.
So as Adam says that, I kind of point out to the captain that he's sitting right next to him.
Yeah. Mr. Kambari is like, yes, Captain, we're here to get the ship back on track to Coriolis. And with that, the captain's like, oh, yes. Do you need any assistance getting the ship redirected back to on course?
Well, first, Captain, can you tell us what happened or what you remember happened?
Well, what I remember was I was doing one of my inspections of the cargo, to ensure that everything's going good. You know, as you may have seen, you can only see so much of the ice inside the ship. Proper inspections has to be done in zero G on the spacewalk. So I was out doing that, just going around, and everything was going good until. And at that point there, his expression fades back to how it was before. He kind of just seems to just trail off. The eyes go black and dark again. And it seems that moment of lucidity that he had passed just as quickly as it had.
Did that happen? Did it seem to be triggered by what he was saying, or did our employer do something at the same time, or did it just sort of look like time ran out for
Once he remembered?
Yeah.
It seems that give me observation rolls.
Okay.
Nope.
So active.
Nothing.
I got one.
Oh no, that's for sneak attack and okay.
Yeah, we don't get the extra 2 bonus.
Not yet. So what am I doing? I'm just doing regular observation then. Okay. Still 6. Two 6s.
All right. So everyone but Adam who are able to are the ones who think most rationally, and it just seems that just awful. Just the quick first thing that popped to your head was it was going good for a second, then all of a sudden it's just like it ran out of wines on the clock to keep himself going.
Adam, do not shock him again.
No, I I would like to take out my jewel of Arash and blow a shotgun in his face just to calm him down. Because as
He
someone who has
appears
felt
pretty
the
calm.
darkness,
He's
that's
as
all that
calm
works
as
for
you
me.
can get.
Adam, he appears comatose. He's calmer than you are.
This is anxiety paralysis. I've seen and felt this before.
I'll float over to Adam, put my hand on his shoulder, and be like, "Come on, let's go clear the ship."
Yeah, let's go see Adam. Maybe there's others that need your help.
For sure. And because I did hit the Arash, I will take a -1.
Mm-hmm. You most certainly will.
So I'm going to.
You guys ever think about if the universe
As we're all
knows?
sitting there, can I have a fish go by in front of my
starfish? Just I'm going to start walking out of.
I mean,
the
if
bridge.
you hit Adam's Arash, maybe you might see that.
Why do I see fish?
I'm walking out of the bridge and I'm walking like I'm in high heels.
I'm floating behind him.
I'm walking out, but I'm also going to help Kembori out since he's not exactly anchored to anything.
Yep. Also not anchored. Well, at this point, there's been a little bit of time's gone past. Kolbzer's been able to get himself situated and anchored down, and he is helping his crewmate Ada with moving. Now, granted, you do have people that do not have exos on, so they are not tethered, which means it's going to be a little bit slower with the 0G without having any gravity currently in place on the station.
Hold hands, everybody.
They are a ship's crew, and is their ship. I assume they are somewhat experienced in getting around it in 0G.
Yeah, but it's slow going.
No, I understood, but it's not. It shouldn't be much trouble for them. It's just not going to be a quick movement.
Correct.
Not struggling against it like Zara.
Never gonna live down the doggy paddle.
I only know how to doggy paddle.
You never doggy paddle in space. That's rule 1.
That's rule 1. You're gonna make it in this horizon.
Damn it! I skipped that lesson.
Yeah. Actually, that's what happened when you only roll 1 success.
Skip syllabus week at Legionnaire school.
Legionnaire school.
Wrong button.
What?
What was that?
I saw a 10. That was an accident.
That was an accident.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah. That was going to be an accident for us.
I mean, I struggle to math sometimes, but
Yeah. So, all right, we'll get this map back up again here. So, where to are you guys heading off to next?
Down into the section again where the crew's quarters are.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to the crew's quarters.
We're cruising to the crew's quarters.
Now, in front of the crew's quarters is the observation area.
The observatory would actually be up towards the actual nose of the ship itself.
Right,
There
but
might
it's a
be a
separate
big
section.
old magic window in there.
Yeah, but there's a hatch or a wall or something between the crew's quarters and observation.
Yeah, there's clearly segregated compartments.
Okay.
All right. Let's see here. Back to here. Do I have for that?
sorry, I had no idea this is how you were in 0G. I learned something about you today.
Hey, there you go.
Do you want? We want to check all the rooms, basically, right?
All right, so
Let's air out these cribs.
We want to clear them just to be safe.
Yeah. What are you gonna stop at the first one? Because then I can because I'm free floating, so I can push off of anything.
Now we're still missing 4 crew
I
members.
think 4. 2 of the
here's your crew list.
So the second officer's missing.
right.
The
Second officer's
stevedore
missing.
and the 2 stevedores.
2 stevedores. No, I guess that's it. Just those 3.
Oh yeah, because we.
Yeah, because the engineer's dead, right? This was the
Engineers-
first body we
Yeah,
came
one.
across.
So the captain we run into, the first officer's dead. The second officer's missing. The chief engineer we ran into.
When we first came aboard.
The other engineer is dead.
Right.
The stevedores, the first stevedores are with us. The next two stevedores are missing.
And the deckhand's with us.
So 3.
Yep.
So we're missing 3. Okay.
Mm.
Conveniently, are there names on these doors?
Decorations.
Yeah, might be obvious who they are. I don't know.
This guy was really into Thunderball.
Yep. So as you approach the crew's quarters, you see dark corridors, black rubber floors, with the occasional withering plant here or there. There is a large room in the middle with a few large tables, some knocked over chairs. Well, all the chairs are kind of just floating some now.
Floating?
They're all rolling
as is
chairs.
the plant. So you've got
Oh.
withering plants that are just kind of bouncing off of walls.
Here's
Debris
the best
strewn
part.
across the floor.
It's so
which
great.
is
You
now
could
strewn across
literally
the
take
space.
cover. You just pluck some cover right out of the air.
Malik's just shaking his head because who lives on a ship and doesn't lock everything down?
And does it lock their furniture down?
Yeah.
Ice haulers.
Yeah.
Cutting corners.
What a bunch of ice holes.
Oh.
Bunch of ice haulers on this ship.
Just remember, everyone, doors and corners. Doors and corners.
The crew's quarters were designed for a much larger crew overall, which makes them feel too big and empty for the current crew size that they actually have. There is a day room with some plastic furniture and an antique carpet. Frayed, but it's still beautiful there. Plants and flowers that have been forgotten are dying here and there. Normally we're here and there in the corners, but are now here and there everywhere.
People have never heard of Velcro.
Yep. Then now, don't you know there's no Velcro in space?
That's where it was invented. Well, it wasn't invented in space.
Why not?
But now it's invented for space. There's loads of Velcro in space.
They're command hooks. You have to roll command in order to get them on.
Oh, I'm hooked.
Now that I could actually get behind.
Like, look, watch me stick myself to this.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just kind of
Stick
take
on the
at them and
wall.
just kind of stick them to the wall at a 45-degree angle. Stay.
Yep. You see a large mess room in the middle. Looks appearing as if it might have been abandoned in a hurry, as you do see a lot of plates and cups that were floating around in that vicinity of the table there.
But no people.
Yeah, watch
No
the cutlery.
people are floating.
Yeah. There are a dozen cabins, of which about half seem to have been in use. And then, and then as you said, you're going through, starting to explore the cabins.
Yeah, I'll push around and
We're gonna clear them. Well, those of us that are Legionnaires, we're gonna clear them the right way, one at a time.
Yep.
A, to
Pistol
try
out.
and figure out where the rest of the crew is and their status, and B, to make sure nobody's gonna pop out behind us as we continue around the ship.
Shooting first, ask the question later.
Open door, shoot first, ask questions later. Yeah.
Kick
The
down the
open door,
door.
shoot first. Don't shoot the door. Right.
Don't shoot the
I
door.
loot the room. Oh, no. Wrong game.
Munchkin.
All right. So as we're getting ready to explore these rooms here, this seems the perfect time for us to go ahead and get our midway confessions knocked out. So let's go with.
I feel like we have not got our heads on straight right now. Maybe it's whatever's on this ship is messing with us. I don't know, but I'm getting anxious and I want to get this area cleared and I want to figure out what's in that observation room and just be done with this, be off this ship, be done with this mission, get paid, go home, eat some warm baklava, kick back and enjoy myself.
We're getting paid a lot of beer to bring this ship back. Not sure it's enough. then again, we need to survive to spend it. And however much we're going to have to spend for more therapy for Adam and ourselves, we may have to ask for a bonus for this one.
So we're still missing some of this crew. Not sure what shape we're going to find them in. Part of me wonders if the thing, creature, person that the captain put down hadn't been crew before.
Oops. And
I felt something awaken within me, like spiritually, and I don't think it was the Arash. When that captain reacted to my zapping, I felt something go through me too. And his eyes. I've seen those eyes in dreams. I've seen them across countless millennium. These millennium eyes.
all right. Thanks everyone for tuning in. We gotta cut him off. Otherwise, he'll just keep going and going and going. This is Not 21 Adventures, bringing you Coriolis Third Horizon campaign. We have content all throughout the week. All the way Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Monday evenings, we start off with Modern Monday with Lady Prudence. Listen to her pluck some music, whether it's with a harp or a guitar of sorts, and guess what drink she's drinking to win some cool coupon codes from her. Tuesday mornings, we have Sonnets with Shakespeare. Tune in and help him write a sonnet all together as a group. In the evenings on Tuesdays, we're going to finish off Coriolis, the Third Horizon, next week. It's going to be finished, this story. How it's going to be finished is up to my friends here. And then Wednesday mornings, we have Crafting with Cubby and Shoshi, with trivia and all sorts of other nonsensical random chats. And then in Wednesday evenings, we also have Gothic Horror Gaming with the Glue Master and Handler Z. And then rounding out Thursday mornings, we have Flash Phantasmagoria with Handler Z, spooky little writing prompts. And this channel is currently brought to you by renadventures.com. D&D travel and tours overseas, tourist by day, gamer by night in the actual castles. So this year they're at Muncaster Castle, England, June 2nd through the 7th of 2024. And also, this is brought to us by you, the people. It is all of you that tune in every week, every night to the shows that allow us to be able to do all of this funny stuff for your entertainment pleasure. So, huzzah.
Huzzah.
And
Also, this Friday is the Patreon AMA.
Yes, I was actually just going to give that to you. Do you want to go ahead and?
All I know, I am the guest of honor for this one, and I think the theme is Go Bananas. I think I have to answer banana related trivia. I'm not really sure what we're going to do, but it's going to be weird. So.
Bananas.
Pie, banana pudding.
Let me see if I still have a thing here somewhere else.
About our this channel's got a little something for bananas. There you go.
Oh,
Knights of Banana.
The banana.
you had that locked and
Banana
loaded.
Assassin, whose actual name is Yodrick.
Yeah, Yodrick, the banana assassin.
He's a slippery fellow.
I
Traditionally,
love this one. This one cracks me up. And y'all, that's not even my character. It's Kitty's character. But it just so happens that it's like National Banana Week or something like that. So we're just leaning into it.
in America? Okay.
Something
Banana
or like that,
wafer,
or
banana
Friday is
pudding,
National Banana Day.
banana muffins.
I don't know.
You go with the Bubba Gump explanation of how to cook bananas.
Oh yeah. For those that don't know, there is a scary dark history with banana assassins here in Urt, which is where our D&D setting takes place.
Some of us have characters that have been killed by a banana. Some of us are traumatized because our best friends were killed by the banana.
Some have
Well,
actually
killed
seen
by
the
a
banana assassin
banana
and
up the
actually
tailpipe.
lived.
Banana.
Yeah, but the old banana up the tailpipe trick.
I wouldn't put it past him. He's crazy. He's crazy.
Yeah, check out our past episodes on YouTube to see
Not a
some
banana.
of that hilarity. But let's go ahead and let's get back to the game. So we are in the crew's quarters, and you've seen what the crew's quarters look like. A bit messier than the normal mess that it is because Adam turned the gravity off everywhere.
Yeah, it's even now.
And no one
Right.
stopped him.
Evened it out.
I'm fine. All right.
Yeah.
Room.
I'm allergic to
one.
gravitons.
So first cabin. I'm just ignoring it. First
I
cabin on the
slather
right.
Adam in a graviton.
Don't we usually?
field.
Yeah. Well, we try.
First room.
First room, you open it up, and you find the body of Stevedore Lassar Ulba.
And what does it appear caused the stevedore to become a body?
You
Death.
can't quite tell at this time, but you just know that he is dead.
Okay, but it doesn't appear to be weapons fire, decapitation, something.
Nothing obvious.
Nothing brutal and physical.
Nothing that isn't normal for seeing a dead body. Nothing. There's no new details.
Okay.
All right.
There's no
Can
chance of
I-
resuscitation, like he totally shit his exosuit.
Yeah, he
Right.
forgot to wear the brown one.
He wasn't wearing his brown exosuit. Okay. Is there anything? He's just floating in the cabin. Is there anything else unusual that we see in the cabin?
There,
Icon.
cabins are small. They
Yeah.
contain a simple cot, table and chair, and a locker for personal items, and small holo modulators. You don't really see anything that stands out as being super important off of the top of your head.
But no, like empty vial, a dart, a knife, nothing. How
It's a
about
dead body
yeah?
in a room.
Hannah was saying, how about a talisman or something? Anything?
Nope.
Smash that locker open.
So can we
Someone
see?
with dexterity.
Can we see his face? Like, what is the expression on his face that he passed with?
It looks dead.
He wasn't like smiling, like he
So
wasn't.
it wasn't like in like rigor or anything.
Yeah, it's not a Jack Nicholson death face.
So it's
For
just
Joker.
a placid. Okay.
It's just
Okay. Next cabin.
next.
The next couple you come across are empty and vacant. Then the next two you come across seem to have the bodies of Stevedore's Maratuli and the second officer, Kieran Bohr.
Bad
And
news.
Same thing.
Yep,
Nothing obvious.
Okay.
that
Do
is
they-
a doornail.
What? Okay. Obviously, they're floating, but what's the position of the body? Does it seem like it was lying on the cot when it floated away? Was it? I don't know.
Hard to
Seems like
tell at this point in zero G's. You know the ship's been out of communications for over a day, and metacurgy rolls from folks, please.
Mhm.
Someone else doing that Metacurgy roll? Because I have a 1 in it.
Hey, if you want to
one
try to show
success.
them up and see what you can tell them for details I'm making up right now.
I got nothing. What I am looking for though is it a relaxed body just floating there, or they look like they were
Or like they're like
didn't
kind
record
of
it.
curled up in a ball, like were they? I'm trying to make an assumption as to whether they died and were placed in the cabin, laying down on the bed, or whether they like died here and just collapsed.
Yeah. That's why I need the Metacurgy rolls.
Yeah,
I got one success.
Got 1.
All right. Hannah and Zara got 1.
Yeah.
Adam get 2. So, yep. Hannah and Zara, you are able to somewhat make this assumption. And Adam, over the back of y'all's shoulders, is like, oh yeah, these guys. There's no way to know how these guys were placed because in 0Gs they're going to be moving all over the place. It's been so long since the ship was out of contact that rigor mortis would have sat and come and gone, and the body's just going to be all loosey goosey again. So you're not going to know.
Okay.
And a moment of strangely absurd clarity and brilliance come out of Adam's mouth.
Anything's possible once.
I mean, he's a smart cookie. He just doesn't make sense most of the time.
So there's one cabin left.
But we're all accounted for.
There's many more in there. The cruise quarters were designed for a much larger crew than what it actually has.
All right. Well, we just want to open them all just to make sure there's nobody else in any of them.
Or
As well as the lockers,
anything
just so we can
else.
safely examine if they had money in them.
We can do that afterwards. We still have the trip back to the station. Let's make sure or try and figure out if we have any more company on board first.
we have to look for trouble before we loot the room.
Are you all going to do the rooms together? Or are you going to kind of split up? They're all right next to each other in the hall along.
I mean, as long as they're not open, I would be open them alongside the captain.
Yeah, I mean, we go 2 and 2.
Makes sense.
2 of us open one, 2 open the next one, and then skip around and skip around.
I'll take Adam with me.
Vaya con Dios.
Alrighty, so Malik and Hannah are off checking rooms. They're going room by room. They are just doing the quick, down and dirty professional checks that the captain does. They're not finding anything of real interest.
Which makes me kind of nervous because it means like we're getting no new information on what we might be dealing with.
Well, we can assume where they are at this point.
Yeah.
Adam can be the door opener for me, please.
Absolutely. None of them have their tabulas on them?
No.
No tabulas on them. That is sus, as we currently say in the Third Horizon.
Are they floating around in the main room? Like they might have had them and then they scattered?
We haven't found one tabula all this way.
Yeah, you have.
Yes, we have.
Yeah, the very beginning.
Zara has the engineer's tablet from the airlock.
Chief engineer, but that was planted. That was very planted.
Well, and the crew that's alive could still have theirs.
As a professional air ash user, I know when something's planted on a dead body.
Just open the next door, Adam.
Aye.
Adam opens the door and peers into an empty room that has. It looks to have been one of the occupied rooms from one of the other crew. You look at the door. It's the engineer Kakanewe, the first guy that you found when you came on board. It appears to be you appear to be in his cabin now. There, are you looking around for anything? Just because I know you want to.
I'm smashing open every locker that I find. Like I'm taking the combination lock and just with the butt
Adam,
of my.
Adam,
And I'm making sure nothing is getting Adam.
Adam, later.
If I'm looking in, it's really nothing for me to. I afforded this Arash somehow.
Yeah.
While Adam is destructive, I'm looking to see if there's anything in here that the engineer might have left behind before he went off to his demise.
Are the cabins lockable from the outside?
They appear to be a keypad of some sort.
And they work both ways. Like I can lock it from outside, I can lock it from inside.
Yep, they swing both ways.
Yeah, they swing both ways.
No, we
I have
already
a lot
got
of
Adam.
friends like
We got that covered.
He swings all the ways.
Adam walks into the room. Anyway, we finished checking the rest of the rooms while in the room Adam's in. We just hear crash, bang, ow! And,
Zacco.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. The lockers, foot lockers, and storage lockers, and person lockers are getting smashed open in the room. There's personal stuff flying everywhere. Adam, you find 10 beer, which at the rate that you're going might be the most money.
All that we get from this.
Mission.
Yeah.
You've been asking for a bonus this whole time, Hannah. I got you.
Finally, we can retire from this
Yeah.
life of crime.
Yeah.
Live off the fat of the space.
Yep.
All right,
You
Adam,
also
let's go.
see a couple of small baggies float out of the corner of the lid of the locker.
Oh, no.
I want to grab those baggies. What's the opposite of ground scores?
Give me dexterity check, please.
All right, and I'm in my exosuit, and I'm in 0G. So
There's no such thing as a ground score when you're in 0G.
the 0G training gives me a +2, and my exo training takes away the -2. So I'll be rolling a total of 4 from my agility.
-1 because you're high on Arash.
-1 because I'm leveled out on Arash. All right, it's good. It helps my anxiety, and it makes sure that I don't freak out. It helps me dream. All right, anyway.
Yep. Yeah,
gives
so
us that
Arash lasts for, I think, normally it's about an hour or so. At this point, you're starting to get close to about an hour left. So every skill check you make for the rest of this campaign is at -1, Adam.
It was worth it. It was because I'm not freaking out right now.
That yet.
So I did not succeed in grabbing the baggies. They're moving a little bit too fast, and my hands are trailing, and I'm like, whoa.
They float right on past you, and they continue going towards Zara.
I'm going to attempt to grab them as well.
Alrighty.
See what the hell they are. What am I rolling here?
Dexterity.
Dexterity. All right.
The icons work in mysterious ways.
Let's see.
Icons.
I got a 1. I got 1.
You got 1-6?
1 6.
All right.
Single sixes.
All right. So the first bag manages to slip past you outside of your reach, but you manage to grab the second one. You open it up, and not that you're really that surprised, but it turns out that it is a small little bag filled with opor.
Well, I tucked that into a pocket on my exosuit.
Inside pocket.
Exo, yep.
Adam proof
Sorry, Adam.
pocket.
Yep. Nothing you
I don't ask because I
would.
wouldn't share.
Yep.
Great. All right.
All right. And I'm assuming, I'm going to guess that with the amount of time that's gone by that it's taken for Adam to search this one room, the captain's now coming back up the other side and has finished the rest of the other rooms.
And still trying to figure out if there's a way to lock the cabins from the outside. But anyway.
I think yes. He said yeah. So we can lock them from the outside.
Yes.
Found 10 bird, Captain.
but if
That'll
they
go.
unlock
That'll go
it
to everyone.
from
We split
inside, it
tips.
doesn't help.
Out.
Adam,
Yeah.
I pull him out. Push him towards the observation hatch.
Just push him.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. As you guys yourselves make your way back into the common space of the crew's quarters, Mr. Kimbari was chatting a little bit with the other two of crewmates there, just hanging out in the common space to not be crowding you guys while you're working.
Literally hanging in midair.
Yep, they're just kind of
Hanging out.
doing their best to get by. You go, as you approach back in, you hear Kolzub, the stevedore that you found in the workshop in the middle of the ship,
Who I
saying
killed
everyone's
before.
like, yeah, there's a couple exos back in my workshop in the middle of the ship. There's no spares up here forward right now. But if we had those, you'd be able to actually walk on the ground unless we get the gravity reinitiated again here. I feel bad for you guys that are just kind of.
I'm good. Thanks.
And then as you get back up, you share what you've found in the rooms.
Well, if they were in the common room and all the cabins were around, then I'm going to assume that they either saw themselves or heard as we found each one. They should all. I assume they open into the common room.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can go with. Yeah, it'd probably lay out similar to that. We'd imagine.
So
we open
we
the door
can
and there's a
I
body
know
floating there.
we've come up blank.
Yeah,
Except
so we can
bodies.
basically assume that bad thing happened. They immediately went to their cabins, and then for whatever reason, are now dead in there. There's definitely a big gap between them all sitting around
Mhm.
here and then being dead in locked rooms.
We'll have to figure it out. But
The
we've
monkey
also
did it.
accounted for all the crew right now.
Yep.
+1.
Plus a bonus body.
Right.
So as you get back,
I am feeling on edge. I'm kind of keeping an eye out because where are ingresses into the space that we're at? There's the place we came through, and is there an exit at the other end?
Yeah, to the bow is going to be the observation
Right.
lounge, and then it was up. We came from the bridge. Well, we came in, we went up to the
Right.
bridge, we came back down,
Right.
and the
Into here.
observation is now ahead of us.
So I'm kind of just keeping an ear and eye out on those sides while everybody's kind of like talking and stuff. Because I'm like, there's possibility there's something still on the ship and really close to us.
yeah, for the crew's quarters, you have the one central middle door. It's essentially in the middle of the nose right there. So it's one way in, and you've got hallways going around the outsides along the actual hull itself towards where the observatory would be. It's essentially pretty much almost directly below where the bridge is.
Okay. So other than the elevator at the midway station, and without looking into every nook and cranny, the only spaces we haven't approached or entered yet is observation.
At this time, yeah, that moving about, there's that. I don't know that you've really actually explored the airlocks that are up forward, aside from actually blocking them and making sure that they were secured from the inside.
Well, we locked down everything once we came on board.
Yeah, once we came on board. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, at least one of us is having to exit through the back anyway, because that's where our ship is anchored.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, let's check out the observation deck.
Yeah. Well, before you head out of there, as you approach back up and you meet back up as a group, Mr. Kimbori is just kind of shaking his head, appearing a bit a little bit of scared, but not quite scared.
Distressed. He's picked this moment to be distressed.
Ow.
Something you'd like to share with the group?
Yeah, he's my worst fears are true. Have appeared to be true. I was hoping this is not what was happening.
What this?
What happening?
It's just we had heard reports of transmissions that had come from the ship from the chief engineer as the last thing, as the last moment, as the last minute. It's the last thing ever heard from the ship prior to it going dark. And with a sigh of reluctance, so the message that the company had received was Ginny on board. Captain lost. Multiple casualties. Deadly cargo. Contagion. Do not attempt a rescue. We are heading for death. May the icons be merciful.
And you're just now choosing to share this?
I smell a raise.
I was hoping that this wasn't the case. It may have just been a case of space sickness.
And
If
everything
I were
up until
stealing a
now,
hauler and wanted no one to find me, that's what I would say.
But not knowing this, if that was the case, we obviously weren't prepared. So we could have all vanished along with the ship, knowing at least we could have prepared, maybe be in a better position we are now. And more importantly, does that mean that if this is true, whatever's taking control of the ship is still here and probably behind that hatch?
I know as much officially as you do at this point. I have my suspicions about things, but I did not want to speak out of turn, so to speak.
Speak out of turn, please. What's
Yeah,
your suspicion?
If what we're seeing is true and the way the captain appears he's being influenced by an entity. I don't know. I don't know right now.
All due respect, Captain, there are jinn in the stories I've read that feed off of the fear of knowing that one is heading for death. And if someone were to send another party, it would be to their advantage to have them be oblivious to the impending danger.
That's fine, but more importantly, if this jinn is here, what can we do about it? How can we get rid of it, destroy it, control it? What? And I hold up my Vulcan carbine. Is this even going to do anything to it?
It looked like you killed one.
That, for all intents and purposes, was a
it
follower.
could have been a person.
Body.
Yeah, a person. Yeah, they went down easy enough, but we had no indication that was. Maybe it was followers. Maybe it was other mercenaries here to try and get this treasure, cargo, whatever.
Adam,
But-
give me culture.
No.
You know,
Sorry.
we need to know what we're facing and
Do you want
how
to
to
pray?
face it, or we're heading back to the dawn. And
Leaving you here.
You know what? Yeah, I'm not taking. I'm going to pray to the icons because I'm not taking this kind of abuse.
I'm gonna need a bigger
Two.
die. Okay.
One fell.
Oh, actually, And I now need to shift beyond the D6 for tracking darkness points. Lions,
You're
tigers,
welcome.
bears. Oh my!
Lions and tigers and gin. Oh my!
It's going to be a spectacular final episode.
Lions, tigers, and gin. Oh my!
Oh my!
Oh my!
So Atom. At the mention of the captain's essentially, he assumes it's a rhetorical question, but you're going to answer every single question put forth to you. When he asks, "Is this?"
I was in the gifted class.
You think back because you consulting your cards all the time and studying some of the dangers of the dark beyond. You know that a djinn, in its true form, cannot be harmed by conventional weapons.
They can feel pain.
If they're in a physical form, they are able to be damaged as normal. But if they're in their true form, which is kind of like a spiritual mass of energy or wind, the only way to do damage is with mystical abilities, or fire, or holy symbols.
Literal fire, not like a firearm, unless your arm is on fire.
Well, as I let my carbine go on its sling and pull a thermal pistol like this.
Heat and fire are two different things. While you may be shooting thermal plasma, unless it has ignited, it won't take up the oxygen that frees the space between the Ginny atoms, which is a real thing I made up.
Yes, it is. Out of character question. Considering thermal weapons are firing basically superheated plasma, I'm going to assume that anything that's flammable is going to light on fire from a hit from a thermal weapon. There is no
if that's a characteristic that can happen, then potentially, yes, there's that secondary aspect that could cause damage. Well, if a creature's in its true form, which is not physical, then what's to catch fire?
Well, again, is it the fire? Is it the heat? Is it the? Unfortunately, in the system, while there's thermal weapons, and they describe them that way, there's no mechanic for does fire damage, does heat damage.
Right.
There's just damage.
I believe it's because they're floating and they come from the darkness between the stars. Yeah. So the fire sucks them in along with the rest of the oxygen necessary to fuel it.
I'm sorry.
To compound out of character answer to, and Adam's answer can apply however you want to this. Out of character, for this instance, fire is fire.
Okay.
Just flames.
So it has to be.
So a thermal weapon's not going to do it. It would have to be a torch or a flamethrower or cutting torch. Yep. Well, okay. Would a cutting torch work? Because technically that's going to be a molten rod, not a fire.
Didn't we have some of those by the wheelbarrow in the
but most room? Cutting torches are not actually flame on board a ship. It's actually going to be a rod of magnesium or something.
Yeah.
That burns hotter than the metal it's touching.
The one that someone happened to find actually is a portable flame-based cutting torch.
So we have an acetylene torch.
Okay.
All
we
right.
have one
torch. How effective that might be, that's a question for not now.
So that's as close range as you can get.
Yeah.
Okay.
There might have been a reason why I said yes, you can take that.
Never would have thought of it. Captain, that's why you're captain. Also, you own the ship, but
and I keep half your pay.
That's your right as captain, and as your engineer / gimp, I say, aye, papa.
No, it did not have that sign, but it may after this. All right, so we're going under the assumption, out of character, we're going under the assumption that there has to be some actual form of fire involved in order to do damage. Okay.
Which
Alright.
means we're gonna need more than open the door and start shooting. We
What about
need it
open the
to
door
come
and
to us.
toss Adam in with the torch?
Oh, okay, I like that. I'll open the
Yeah,
door.
I'm
You
good with
kick
that.
him in,
Yeah.
For once, yeah. We can let him
And then I
actually
hug
go in
them.
first.
and then you hug him. Yeah. So I feel like we need like a plan to get it to come to us somewhere where we
Hold on. What is okay? So this is this is a culture question, but it should be an obvious culture question. We shouldn't have to roll for. Access to alcohol on board the ship.
Ew.
Oh. Where was there alcohol in any of the crew's quarters?
Is there allowed to be alcohol on board? Medicinal or otherwise?
Medicinal alcohol.
Robbing
I mean,
alcohol.
it's alcohol. It burns
Yeah.
fast. It burns.
The stevedore was messed up on isopropyl. I could tell.
Let's see. We've got
Why are there so many?
how many crew are on board?
What are we rolling?
9, 8, 9.
2, 3, 4, 5.
They did say they had wine with their feast, but that wouldn't count.
No,
That wouldn't help
no. It has to be some kind of spirit. Distilled spirit.
So as you're sitting there thinking about stuff, you take another glance at Adam's suit and you're like, hey, give me that bottle of alcohol that he thought he was slick and stashed in his exo, looting from that one. So you've been able to find one bottle.
There's one 16-ounce like Listerine size like outline in my suit.
He's got a half-gallon plastic jar of pop-off just
Right.
like jammed in there.
Yes, but this is my 7 Loco.
Another question in our travels where we found the torch and everything else and the machinery, did we find any kind of sprayer, something for either putting out fires, for spraying sealant, hole sealer, paint, any type of pressurized system?
There would be items like that. Although they would be either back in Service Central or in the workshop.
If we end up having to go back halfway, then all the way could possibly be on the table, which means anything from our ship if we want.
Yeah, I'm thinking, and we probably would have alcohol or stuff too. I'm thinking flammable substances, high pressure sprayer, lighter,
Talismans, I heard.
Normal lighter.
talismans,
We
flamethrower.
could throw the chapel at him.
So you want to go back to the workshop,
I
halfway
want to
down
go back
the.
to the workshop. I mean, if we believe, and again, we don't know this for sure, but if we believe that only fire and flame will do it, one cutting torch isn't going to do it. One bottle of alcohol is not going to do it. But if we can get something that will basically coat them in flammable, whatever, liquid, spray, something, we
And
might
then
be able
set
to
them
mix
on
stuff
fire.
and light them on fire.
In 0G, a Molotov could be a long-range weapon.
Yeah, all
Yes,
of that
but
makes sense, but can I remind you all that the last time we were in that corridor, the ship
of it
essentially
smashed.
tried to kill us? Yeah, we got smashed.
Yeah, but we don't know what caused that.
And that's what I'm concerned about.
It could have been a
Captain.
meteorite or asteroid. It could have been a micrometeor.
A possessed captain.
Could have been a
captain.
djinn.
I
Would
mean,
we feel better if we took the high road and weren't inside the ship?
well, that's where we were. That's what we would be doing. I mean, the problem is with this one bottle, even if we could make a
Not
Molotov
getting
cocktail out of
anywhere.
it, if they're not in human form, if
Right,
they're
and
some
it
form
doesn't-
of
We don't have a
gin,
choice.
you know.
Damn it.
Whereas if we can spray something in the air, whatever form they're in, it's going to, God forbid, assuming Adam's right, it's going to do damage to the air, the molecules, whatever. Even if it doesn't hurt them much, it may keep them at bay from us.
Well, can I recommend that we make sure that the captain and anyone from this ship is well secured before we make that attempt.
Yeah.
Well, in theory, we can keep them all in one place with one or two of us guarding them, as the other couple go back and see what can be built, see what can be put together.
I might be overly cautious here, but anyone who was on board before us, just because they've been acting
Normal.
normally, doesn't mean that they're not
It's true.
already infested, whatever you want to call it.
That is true. God's forbid.
Icons preserve us.
Icons have mercy. It is hot in this chapel.
Well, who's ever going, I think we should. Well, there's a couple things we got to consider here. We need to go see if there's materials and find them and put together some form of weapon or weapons. We need to keep our eyes out on the crew. We should also probably keep our eyes out on the observation deck.
What the
Anyone's
hell
hearing
is that?
The fire alarm.
Pull up the
No,
tabula with the captain's credentials.
Is that our ship or their ship?
That is the intercom, and the intercom's on y'all suits and diving helmet. And over that you hear a, yo, bro, hello, yo, bro, is this on? Adam, bro, can you hear me?
Oh no.
Is this?
Is that the AI or is
Bro.
that Chad?
Chad?
Bro!
Icon's teeth,
You're
breath,
there.
gums, and fuzzy navel. How'd you get back online? You were wasted.
Dude, the AI like plugged in and made some stuff happen. And I'm like,
Now they're
It
building
would
each
be.
other. Great.
That's amazing. Just so you know, I'm not jealous. She's with everybody. It's fine.
oh yeah, the AI knows how to work them ones and zeros, dude.
She is a non-binary binary machine.
Are we really
But-
listening to this right now?
Did she do the thing where she goes inside your CPU and rearranges
God.
the
Adam,
Win32?
Adam, this is not
Oh,
the time.
Dude,
Right. Let's focus. Let's focus.
I mean, by the heart of the circuit cards, bro.
Well, I'm gonna send you to the shadow realm, my friend. We're gonna. Oh, so wait, you're back online. You've been cleaned out.
Hey! Gib slap.
What?
Yeah.
What's
Adam.
what's the status?
Adam. Who are you talking to?
Can we all hear
Oh,
Chad?
this is you would have only seen him inside the junk room. This is the computer handled android dude, Chad.
Adam, how are we listening to him? How is he talking? Wasn't he?
Well, remember the last
pile of-
time we made enough money for improvements on the ship, and instead of having a docking bay installed, I opted to give AI fingers. She's incredibly dexterous, and the last thing I said was, "Look out for Chad."
Captain, not the time.
Look
He's a
out.
helper.
Ugh.
All right. Are we sure that it's Chad? And
If anyone is imitating Chad's voice, it's incredible. He's got this deep rasp. You'd think he's like a
Adam,
space
Adam,
surfer.
We don't-
Adam. How does this help us?
Chad, can you look outside the ship?
In small words, Short sentences. How does this help us?
If anything got in the ship while we were gone, he can clean them out.
Great. How does this help us with what's on this ship?
Wait a sec. Adam, can Chad move? Is he ambulatory?
Chad, you got your walking sticks back and everything?
Yeah, it's like, dude, it's like being walking is like amazing. It's like I can hang 10.
Yeah. Captain,
wait,
what
all
if
right.
we got Chad
Yeah.
to gather supplies and bring them to us?
All right.
Is he
Chad?
Sure.
Wait, to make sure this is Chad, how many fingers or how many toes do I have on my left foot?
Dude, how many fingers and toes do you have on your left foot?
He remembers. I said that once when I was really high on Irish, and he just, that's the answer. You say it back to me and you laugh. He got it. All right, so what we're going to need is we're going to have the biggest rager possible on this ship. I'm going to need some of these Space Everclear. I'm going to need at least 4 bottles of just regular lighter fluid, and then that stuff that torch that we use exclusively for dabs. Bring it for sure.
Anything in the kitchen we can use? Anything from the mess?
Any kind of sprayer, spray painter?
Don't use the alcohol from the mess. Go from our private collection.
Oh, dude, I just remembered. I was supposed to tell you something.
What's up, bro?
The sensors picked up something.
The ship sensors picked up something and AI told you first?
Well,
that's a whole other conversation I'm going to have with her. But what's that?
Yeah, there's a ship coming. Oh, well, there's a ship here. Clang, you hear a ship docking with the forward airlocks.
So just right by us.
Uh-huh.
Chad, man the gunner turret.
That's Zara. Don't get it. You messed up Zara's.
That gunner turret.
I will take him apart bolt by bolt if he screws anything up in there.
If your ship is on the right side, their ship is left side.
On the left side.
All right. In that case,
and with that, yeah, this is for the captain. Here's a static break-in, as if someone just spliced into his direct 1-to-1.
Mm-hmm.
And Captain, you here, Captain Malik Al Nadir. It is fancy seeing you here again. I told you we would not go away. Oh, and your parents send their regards.
Is that a female voice?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Kind of gruff, mercenary-like. Likes to hang out in bars in the Ozone Plaza.
It totally sounds like they're all wearing black. Boom! And the airlock doors is breached with a charge since y'all secured them once you had regained the power.
Oh, yay. Team Rocket's here.
I guess let's get down to business.
Prepare for trouble and make it quadruple.
Oh, God. Dang it.
There's one for each of you.
Oh.
Sweet. How lucky are we?
Oh, I'd spent all week making sure that y'all were lucky.
Mm-hmm. And it seems like Adam helped.
Adam helped.
Chad, get all of Malik's grenades that you can find.
Dude, I'll get the stuff for the fire and the spark and the.
Thank you. And I'll give him my active location, like I do when we're picking up.
All right, so we got that there. Ah, yes. So it is time for some initiative.
Yay.
So they literally just used a breaching charge on the hatch.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine.
Well,
Thank goodness
they
I'm
had
wearing
to-
this helmet.
No,
They had to get their way in somehow.
If they started with boom booms, we can continue with boom booms.
No, are they on our ship?
No, they just blew the hatch off like 50 feet in front of us.
Gotcha.
They're
Gotcha.
here.
Understood.
I close the faceplate on my helmet.
It's time to.
Initiative rolls, please, everybody. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so I need.
Except instead of 6 and 1 this time, it was 6 and 2.
All right, and then for them, they're gonna go at there. Okay. All right, so we got a 6, a 4, a 5, and a 4. All right. All right.
No, a 4, 4, and a 4.
Nice.
Huh?
Jackpot.
All right, so we've got at 6, we have Malik and Lieutenant Remora.
Mm-hmm.
We meet again.
At 5, we have Atom and Zara and Hannah were both 4s.
Yeah, all 3 of them are 4s, I think.
We're all 3 of us.
Yeah, I got 4 as well.
Oh, was you a 4 also? Okay, so then Adam, Zara, and Hannah. And that leaves the group of 3 mercenaries at initiative 3.
Three of them.
And one of them is a talking cat.
And then we've got Ada is 1. Kolb is also a 1. So they got the initiative of being forgotten like regular NPCs.
Oh, are you still here?
Damn it, Jim! I'm a cargo manager, not a fighter.
You guys survived?
Holy crap! Forgot you were here.
Alrighty, 6, 6, 4, 4, 4, 3, 1, 1. All right, and remember, if you are using a weapon that does give you a plus on the initiative, that changes your initiative status for a particular round. Make sure that is mentioned as well.
My whip does give a +1.
All right, so that does ensure that you go first amongst the other 4s, but it doesn't put you on top of anybody else,
Right.
unless someone gives themselves a permanent boost to initiative.
Wait, does my Arish also give me a -1 to initiative? I bet though.
No, initiative's not a skill check.
Okay, it's only. All right, gotcha.
All right, so the mercenaries have stormed in. It's like, get out of our way. We need to get something.
Well, they started it, so I'm going to continue with it. I'm firing my grenade launcher into the middle of them.
A grenade, you said?
Yes.
Spread out.
Great.
You cover more ground.
Grenades.
I would like to.
One of the more confusing things I've read for their mechanic.
Well, they're all going to, I assume they're all going to, it's a radius of 6, so I assume they're all going to be in range. We just do the hits and do the damage for each one.
Alrighty, so we need a range throw for the grenade to
No, grenade launcher.
grenade launcher. Well,
It's a
that's
ranged attack.
still a range attack.
What?
But it's still a range attack.
Yeah,
whether it's thrown
but
or used.
it's a fired attack, not a thrown attack.
Yeah, so range.
Yeah. 2, 4, Alright, so bonus. Okay.
All right.
Ooh, holy shit. Ooh, excuse my language.
We're fine. Good.
I barely take a stance because I know he's got this.
4.
Oh,
4 sixes, huh? Alrighty. Let's see here.
Captain likes shooting things.
Yep. All right. Are you using what type of grenade you launch?
Frag.
It's a frag. All right, where is frag?
Wasn't really planning on shooting a frag grenade inside of a spaceship, but considering they've already used a breaching charge,
We
what
thought
am
about
I going to put a hole in the hatch?
and we thought about a frog grenade,
Oh,
It's going to make them jump.
right?
so
All right, so let's see hits. All right, what is the blast?
Blast 6.
All right, so that's going to be all right. So it's going to be.
I'm sorry, I'm making this difficult.
Yeah, I even went through and I was trying to read up on the grenades specifically because they're really weird with the way that whole blast.
They kind of are. I mean, I'll
They've got that extra roll for how they're applied.
does it go against their armor?
Hey, they could have come out one at a time, and I would have just shot them, but they all came out together. So I'm sharing.
That's what happens when you cluster.
Yep.
Cluster frag.
Cluster. That's rule 2.
In this time, I'm still chatting with Chad, though.
oh God.
Giving them a shopping list of what we.
Don't forget to tell him to bring the baklava. We're gonna need it.
Ooh,
I'm so sorry, Hannah. I
Yeah,
finished the
baklava
baklava
left?
before we got off the ship.
Not my stash.
Okay.
Oh, if he knows where your stash is, then
Do I trust Chad to keep secret?
you're gonna erase his memory.
That's
after this.
blast of 6, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And then later, I don't remember owning a
All
droid.
right. Against the lieutenant, that's all right. So there's lieutenant's taking one, but he can save.
Ah. And the Dino Nuggies. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Why?
Lieutenant Remora makes his armor keeps him good.
Yeah, but we haven't figured out damage yet. Damage 2, crit 1, and I did 4.
Damage 2, crit 1.
You crit on 1 success?
Yes.
I have that with the accelerator pistol. Damage on 2, crit
That's
on
why I
1.
loaded one of these in just in case. Not
Just
thinking I was going to need it.
Yeah,
But
that's what I've got on mine.
Yeah. The
You
map.
gave me the same thing, but I used it for a t-shirt cannon.
Oh my gosh, could you imagine in the one time the captain grabs it and needs to launch
aha!
an actual grenade and it's like
Do that. I'm just picturing
and they're
it.
like they catch a
Bang.
t-shirt.
Amazing.
Well, they weren't expecting that. Can that be a surprise round?
Nice.
I'm surprised.
And it was a round.
Plunk. Nothing like the plunk of a grenade launcher.
No, the
Oh, but it went straight. There was nothing stopping its velocity though.
I basically put it into the deck right in front of them, or the wall right next to them, or whatever.
wherever they.
You're gonna
just
make a
came
non-Newtonian
out,
fluid out of them.
I mean, assuming there's the hatch and they came through the hatch, I just shot into the middle of them.
They made a hole. He
What
made
about
a big hole.
the grenade launcher is long range though?
No, close.
Ouch!
It's long. Yeah, no, it can go out to long range. Yes.
It very lightly plunks. Put it in just a potato.
What is that?
The maximum range is long.
It slows down, and now it's floating into 0G. End over end, real slow. Everybody's like,
It gets just to them and just goes.
160.
Yes, exactly.
No,
Maybe.
I got it.
Hey, okay, so
The bomb.
Fireballs in space go anyway.
Well,
Sadly.
no, at this point,
In vacuum.
we're in a vacuum.
Because they breached the hull at this
breached
point,
it.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, the air's rushing. Security doors are closing to seal off.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
If there is extra blast, it's going to go and damage our extra new ship.
All right. You had to roll. You had to do freaking grenades.
You had to send 4 of them through the gate, through the door at once.
It's not my fault. The book says there's as many NPCs as there's as many mercenaries as there are players.
No. That's fine. It's how many came through at the same time.
Well, I mean, they're coming through single file, into the room, but
I waited until there were 4.
I should look up what this. I want
Hey,
grenade.
if you don't want me to use a grenade, I'll take it back and just shoot them.
Turn on the vacuum function.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, tuck the grenade back.
yeah, because
Reel it in.
Reel it in.
even then in 0G, how effective is a grenade
Very.
launcher like that?
I mean,
Well,
it's still got
actually-
thrust
actually,
behind it, enough thrust.
It would be more so effective actually,
Mhm.
because
Yeah.
once the shrapnel goes out,
There's no friction. To
yeah,
stop.
there's no friction.
but there's also nothing to stop where that grenade's launching to.
The wall,
No. So
people.
Can the critical success be that it hits the person?
it's got a thruster basically behind it, so it'd be the
Yeah,
same.
once
as
it launches,
firing.
it's propelled.
It's propelled in a straight line, and it will stay in that straight line until
Right past the
a
guys,
force
through
acts
the
on it.
airlock, into the mercenary ship.
If nothing's between it and them, yeah.
If
it'll-
we were in the other airlock, sure.
There's no space between
Yeah.
the ship and airlock.
If you just want to
All right,
go
no,
with
I'm serious.
we can.
Take the grenade back, and I will shoot.
Darkness between.
There is no grenade.
The stuff.
Not a problem. So, using my Vulcan carbine, which I won't even roll the extra die for that one. I got 4 successes. It does 3-2.
All right, so that's got 3. All right, where did my page go for the lieutenant? Nope. Oh no, that's that person. We ain't got to them yet. All right, so that's got 3 hits, and that is enough for its critical.
Yep. And then I
All
did
right.
3 extra hits. And the extra crit.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So 6 damage and 2 crits. No,
All right.
wait.
Well, we need to get the armor to apply against to see if that's going to drop, because we may cancel out and you may not have a crit.
Okay.
All right. Take away one of your 6s. That still leaves you with 3. Because lieutenant, I'm assuming you're shooting at the lieutenant.
Yeah.
You've got that extra grudge.
Extra grade.
Especially because she mentioned, family.
Yeah, I wonder what's up with
Personal
that.
things.
All right, so see, your carving is, what is your carving crit at?
2.
Crit's at 2. All right, so
And I've done 4 with her taking one out. No, sorry. 3 extra 6, 5.
its damage 3.
Crit 2.
Oh, it crits on 2. Okay,
And I got 3 extra hits.
2 extra hits.
2 extra hits. Yep, you're right.
Armor canceled 1.
Yep.
All right, so that is. Here's my page. All right, so you want to get the D66 roll for your critical.
$52.
52. That's another high number there.
That's true. It's only out of 66, isn't it?
Yeah. Critical damage. Critical injuries. There we go. Page 94. $96.
It's all right, gang. Chad's on his way.
All right, so you shoot Lieutenant Remora square in the chest. The force of that impact doing
Wow.
4 damage initially also happens to send them flying backwards, and they hit the back of their head against the edge of the airlock and with a shrapnel, and they break their neck.
That works.
Thank you.
Yep.
Now you all have something to live up to.
Great.
Time left is D6 hours. It's going to be a very agonizing 4 hours until it's. But it's unconscious. D6 hours. Paralyzed from the neck down. Unless medical aid is given in the next 4 hours. Well, 1 hour really.
Okay.
The lieutenant's going to die, and the paralysis becomes permanent. And yeah. All right. Next is a floating potato. They skip their turn.
A floating
Lieutenant
potato.
Remora.
Oh.
I'm like, huh?
I know. It's like, how are you today? Because
More like
I'm a
sack
potato.
of potatoes. Yeah, it's a sack of potatoes.
Adam, you're up.
You're muted.
Me, I would like to forego any attack and possibly give Chad like a help and speed him up with directions.
Not happening.
All right,
Speed
never mind.
red.
How far are they close enough for me to use the whip?
Certainly. Yep. You could very easily move and do an attack if you wanted.
All right.
You'd be able to use your action points to be able to get within a melee range if you wanted to do that as well.
All right. I'll do that for binding to stun on whichever person is to my left because I'm right-handed.
All right. We'll say you are going after mercenary number 3.
I always had it out for him. So it's still a melee attack. And I have 2 in that with my strength of 3. Gives me 5 to roll on this.
-1 skill check because you are level-headed.
That's right. So 4. I do not succeed. Is that? Can you pray to the icons on an attack roll?
Yep, you would have to pray to the appropriate icon. For this would likely be the judge.
Jaws is the 10th icon, right? I got 2 out of the 4. Praise Jaws.
Praise Jaws.
All right, let me bump that number up there. I'm gonna do so much stuff to y'all next week. It's gonna be funny.
Oh yeah, I'm banking you up, my friend.
Unknown to Adam, he's writing the final episode.
I've already
providing the blood for the
Adam
inkwell.
about potentials with the final episode. He has no idea yet, but all right. Let's see. You used your energy whip, correct?
That's right. I use my energy whip.
All right. Which actually does give you a +2 at initiative.
Oh, okay.
So it doesn't change a whole lot for you. It means you're then when using your energy whip, you're going at initiative 6, which is the same time with the captain.
But yeah, I'm not moving. I'm not going before Malik. That's
at initiative. I would maybe even say just once you do get to go ahead of him. Just to, but see, it does 2 damage. Crit is 3 on that. You only had 2, so no crit. So he takes.
So I rolled.
Takes a couple points of damage.
And it's stress damage. So that and did that succeed in binding them either by the ankles or the because it's flexible and it binds with stun. I want to stun them.
They are is definitely a stun for a turn. So
all right, stun. That's all.
He does not take his turn, and he has 2 stress damage.
Both friends and enemies, I only inflict stress damage.
Yes, you do.
So stressed.
All right. Here we are. The moment I've been waiting for all month long. It is the gunner's turn.
Fire a gun. Can she do it?
All right.
Running on the table.
We're all praying to the icons.
On that 21 with the Gloom Master and Handler Z. Not normally.
All right. So I am taking.
What are you shooting?
I am shooting an accelerated pistol with scope. And
scope at that range.
I know, right? But that's what it's got.
What core are you firing at?
For to hit.
What's that?
The scope gives you you have +2 bonus to the scope, so your ranged attack is 2 plus your agility of 5, so that's 7. 8, 9 dice on your accelerator pistol.
Nice.
Yep. All right.
Dang.
Yep, and somehow you've managed to not touch what's in that little baggie, so you don't get any penalties yet.
Not yet. All right.
Bogarting it.
Oh my God. I have rolled 9 dice, and I got 1 6.
You can choose to pray to the icons if you want to try to get any more 6s.
Do it.
I am going to pray to the icons.
I mean, your accelerated pistol also crits on 1, but any more 6s do cause additional damage points.
That's what I want.
No whammies.
I'm praying to the gods.
All right, let me go ahead and do that. Yep, so that's 8 dice are able to be re-rolled.
Not a single. I'm not going to curse.
No.
Not a single extra 6.
Another answer.
All right.
I'm going to take a picture of this just because I'm so upset.
The icons have spoken.
Wow.
The icons are not kind.
That's it. Pilot and gunner switch jobs.
I cannot. Oh my God.
Let's
She
see.
did hit. She hit.
Did hit.
Yeah, but they got a light armor roll to make.
Oh,
armor
wait a
and
second.
9
When I
lives.
hit, I want to use Judge's talent.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
excellent talent. Huh?
Nice.
What the?
The Judge is my icon.
That's an automatic hit.
It's an automatic critical injury.
Crit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now she already rolled a crit. Does this give her an extra crit?
Oh, yeah, which happens
Or
first?
do I pull
or
that
which
back
trumps
if I
the
already get
other?
a crit because I rolled a 1?
I think it just
You
bypasses
deal an
the armor
automatic
roll.
critical injury when your attack hits, regardless of whether the attack penetrated cover and armor. You want to go ahead and keep it because it looks like it'll bypass armor.
All right, we're going to keep it.
Because I'll be rolling 6 dice. All I need is 1 to negate your hit.
Yeah,
Can she roll the 6 dice?
But then he
No,
doesn't roll the
because-
6 dice at all. So you want to use his talent so
You're
it
gonna use
hits
the
you.
talent.
Right. But my
Yeah.
question would be: is even after using the talent, if he rolled the 6 dice against the actual shot
Or
and didn't get any 6s, would that shot also count? Or does this take the place of it?
hold on. Let me. You deal an automatic critical injury when your attack hits, regardless of whether the attack penetrated cover and armor. Okay, so I think actually, so if I was to roll these, well, that's too many there. Just to get this moving along, I will say that you can activate that, and that will negate any armor save. You deal a critical damage.
You
Give me a
rolled
D66, please.
What's that?
Give me a D66 roll.
All right.
As I try to remember what page I was just on for the critical damage.
42.
96.
Yep. So you got a 42?
Yep.
Well, normally a 42 may be the answer to things. This is just a crushed foot. That is fatal.
Okay.
Nice.
Which one were you shooting at? Were you shooting at a different one or the one that Adam was working on?
I was shooting at whichever one was closest in range for me.
Well, I think they'd all be in range for you.
Yeah.
We'll say you went after Mark 1.
Okay.
So your accelerator pistol does 2 points of damage, and crushed foot, fatal, falls over, movement speed half, -3 to dexterity and infiltration. So he's still kicking, but if he don't get healed in the next hour or
he's not kicking with that foot.
yeah. All right, there we go. So, and then I need to change this die here. Oh my god. I might.
You ever have such bad foot pain that you fucking die?
I have the feeling there's not much pain or not much foot left.
All right, Hannah.
You still feel that when it's gone. All right. I'm a hook 1 foot around any locked down object so I don't pop myself back in 0G. And I'm going to fire my accelerator pistol. All right. So a bunch of dice. So hang on.
Yep, so you are using, let's see, 7 dice for you shot.
3 6s.
3 6s. Nice. All right, let's see.
You get an accelerator pistol or a
I would
Vulcan?
like the next duck in the line, I guess.
We'll say you've got Mark 2.
You running an accelerator pistol or a Vulcan?
An accelerator.
All right. They got
I'm
1/6 for armor, so your 3 goes down to a 2. You're still
Oh.
critical
I'll take it. Yeah.
because the Sutter Crystal crits at a 1. So give me a D66 roll, please.
Uh, $27.
One die is 10s, one die is 1s.
Oh, one die. Oh, got it. That'd be 42.
Yep.
Not to be outdone, you also deal a crushed foot fatal injury.
I got to teach you people how to aim higher.
However, you have your choice of what to be done with that second die on the 6, because you had 2 6s. One got burnt up for the critical. The other one could be used to re-roll your critical injury, or give an extra point of damage.
Do another. It would be another crit, right? A second crit.
Yeah, I get to inflict.
Do a second crit.
Cost extra 6s beyond the first one, which I have 1 sitting there.
Right, but it only costs you 1 for a crit. So if you use that 1, you get another crit.
Well, it should be able to it give a re-roll on the table to change what the critical damage. Could get a better critical damage.
I can increase the damage, which means 1 extra point. Does that move it to the knee by any chance?
So that would make the damage that he receives go from 2 to 3, or he could still take 2 damage, but you try to see what a different critical injury is. It could be even more gnarly, or it could be he could be stunned for a turn. He could fall down, lose skill points, or it could be dead like what Malik did to the first guard.
What does a 51 get me?
Nice.
51 gets you a broken spine, and he's unconscious for D6 hours. So he's unconscious for the rest of the game, because there's only 1 hour left, really. And that essentially neutralizes Merc 2.
What an unfortunate name. Merc 2.
Not to be confused with the Mark 3,
Or
the ship that came in here.
Yeah,
Mark
my dad
5.
Mark 4 was nice too.
Yeah.
All right, so now with that, now it is the mercenaries' turns.
All mercenaries still standing.
Well, there's only 2 that are able to attack now, not 3.
Oh.
The Achilles heel didn't stun him. It just
took out 1 foot. He's hopping.
Numbered their freaking days.
We took 2 out. You stunned 1. There's 4 total or 5 total?
4 total. But I thought it was just
the one fell to the ground. He's not out of commission just yet. He's still conscious.
Right. So there's 2 we took out and 1 is stunned.
1's took out. 1 is out. The lieutenant is full out.
Right.
The one that Hannah took out is full out.
Right.
Now the other one does have a fatal wound, but he's not out of the fight.
No, I understand that. But then 1 is also stunned.
Adams is stunned. That's mercenary 3 is stunned.
Right. So only 1 can fire.
1's attacking.
Yeah.
Correct.
This round.
Yay!
All right. So Zara, the one that you shot at, is not happy that you just put a hole in its foot. It's coming back at you.
Seriously?
Just braving through it. It's space diabetes.
All right, we're gonna finish.
Oh, go full diabetes.
It's got. Let's see. He's got 3 for range combat, plus agility of 3 also, plus 1 for a Vulcan carbine.
Lay down Overwatch fire as an off-turn reaction. What?
Uh-oh.
What does that mean?
Do you have armor? Please tell me you have armor.
3 6s.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
yeah, I got +2 of the armor with the XO, right?
Correct. Roll 2 dice.
Okay.
And get 2 6s.
I'm trying, Captain. Well, if you add them up, I got 6.
Would
Craps.
you like to pray to the dancer?
At this point, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to pray to anyone I can at this point.
That would be the dancer for this, I believe.
All right.
Now we're in double digits.
No. I got nothing. Just the 3
Can I-
6 originally.
Can I throw myself in front of her? No?
No, because there's still 0G. Everything's still going to be slowed.
Even if I use my icon talent,
What does your icon talent do?
the dancer, I can evade any incoming attack.
You can evade.
Mhm.
Trying.
All right, so
Table in front of her.
oh boy, Vulcan.
Throw Adam in front of her. I don't know.
Grab a table.
All right, so that crits on 2.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Medic.
Oh, that just made
What
me.
was that?
When you roll your 10s dice and the first one is a 6.
Oh, come on.
Yep.
Oh.
The 1s dice is
What?
Formality.
a 5.
Oh.
Oh.
Why did you have to say this?
Oh.
Well, I got good news and I got bad news. Good news is you didn't feel a thing. The bad news is you're never going to feel a thing ever again.
I should have saved my icon talent for now and made her have like a little icon Bible at her heart that catches a bullet.
That's it.
Oh.
Oh man. That is
All
like,
right, chat. Hold on. Chat. I'm gonna leave this one up to the chat here. Vulcan crits on 2. I have 3 6s. I can use one to try to re-roll the critical damage for something lower. How about it, chat? Do you want me to re-roll this critical damage? Say something,
Oh, I
chat.
get it. Chat is Jaws's.
roll.
We're
roll.
too cute to die yet.
Okay. Re-rolling the critical injury table.
First roll's a 1.
Just so folks were aware, if that had played out, Zara had called it perfectly earlier. As is her luck, dealing damage, 65 is a pierced heart. Your heart beats one final time. Create a new PC.
It's
But-
created a new PC. It specifically says don't leave the game. Please don't rage quit.
Pretty much.
All right. 15. You have a concussion. You are stunned for 1 turn, then -1 to all advanced skills. Take 2 points of damage.
Thank you,
Nice.
chat.
Yeah.
You feel a divine presence of the 11th icon, the Patreon.
Patreon. The
Thank
Patreon.
you.
Oh my Lanta.
Oh my
I mean,
Lanta.
the way
Wow.
it's even written, 65 is even worse than 66 because it's like shot goes through your heart, you get one breath, you die, make up your
That's
character. Yeah.
Whew. Captain,
Yes.
what are you gonna do?
So there are 2 dead or dying, 1 crippled, 1 stunned.
So yes, Mercenary 3 is stunned, but he appears to be shaking the cobwebs out of
All
his
right,
head right now.
I'm gonna yell in my
Mercenary 2
loudest
is
command
unconscious on the
voice.
ground, and
I'm gonna
Mercenary
yell at them in
1.
my loudest command voice. Stand down, drop your weapons, or we will end you.
Diplomacy, perfect.
I'm going full
I
bore
use
DI on this one.
diplomacy.
Yeah,
It's
this
the
is diplomacy.
diplomacy on the
Diplomacy
bear.
DI, drill instructor.
Can I? I'll push off and go grab Zara and pull her down to. I'll actually lock my boots down so that she's not floating with a concussion.
It's gonna have to wait for your
Thank
turn.
you.
As a person who has had multiple concussions, having a concussion and then floating through a debris field sounds terrifying.
So
Ow.
they're not fun.
Ow.
Yeah. Fine.
The room's spinning. No, it's 0G. Ooh.
You're spitting.
You said you wanted to use command.
Well, I'm basically going to sound like a DI. Have my Vulcan pointed at the one.
So you want to try to manipulate?
Yeah.
That's
All
it.
right.
Yeah.
This is a don't be stupid moment.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm going to manipulate from the end of my Vulcan carbine. You know, your 2 of your people are dead. One's critically wounded. One's just shaking it off. We outnumber you.
Give me a manipulation roll.
It's so funny you took that 1 point and it extra.
I know. Yeah, but it doesn't help much.
Helps 1.
1.
That was
See what he rolls.
the point you took.
Yeah, I know. I need more points than that. And my command and manipulation.
They don't care. They have a job to do. They're here to complete the job.
Then I'm shooting them. If it's my turn again.
seems
Yep.
fair.
Peacocks will genuinely always fight to the death.
Good metaphor.
2.
Because that's what's on there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And their call sign is yeah.
You have one
Baby
six.
shark.
Okay, so I do 3 points of damage. And I do a crit on 2. So 3 points and another crit.
You said you had 2 6s, right?
Yep.
I had 1 6 on armor. You only
Yep.
have 1.
So I still hit. And
You
I
still
those
hit,
3
but you
points.
don't get crit.
Yeah,
I
but if I
canceled
do
out.
3 points, I do 3. The weapon does 3 points of damage, and it does a crit on 2.
On 2 6s. I took away your second 6 with an armor
Okay.
save. It
All right.
negated.
So he took in there 3 points of damage.
Correct. And you're shooting at.
The one with the one left foot.
All right.
Lefty.
8 is in really, really bad shape.
Get him, Adam.
Next up is
Whip it.
the
Whip it real good.
floating soon to be corpse. And Atom is up now. What are we going to do, Atom?
Can I is there enough give in the space between the helmet and the this part, the body part of the exosuit? Could I strangle them with a force check?
No.
I couldn't strangle them. All right. With the person that I have stun. Can I coup de grace with a Dura knife?
Give me a melee.
My strength is 3, and I've got 2 in melee, so 5 there.
What are you using, a Dura knife? So that gives you +1 to initiative. Well, that doesn't help. You get +1 to initiative.
Yeah, for the most part, the way everyone lined up, the initiative bonuses don't really change things.
Yeah. 1 success.
Unless we really wanted to have Adam, jump ahead of you because he'd go at the same initiative step as you.
Wild card.
If he used his whip.
Wild card.
How many 6s did you have?
I got 1 6 on that.
1 6. All right.
With the Dura knife to the soft part of the exosuit.
Negative.
Negative Ghost Rider.
3 6 from armor.
Are they all wearing heavy armor or light armor?
Light 6. Heavy is 8.
No, light's 4, heavy 6.
What's this thing made of?
Their character sheets specify they have 6.
Yeah, all right. Different than the book. Cool.
So if they're...
Or it might be medium, which might be a misprint. They got vacuum suits, so I think there's the difference there.
Right on. So I didn't pierce the vacuum the suit or anything. I didn't do anything.
No, you tried, but your arm got a little jammed up on your whip, and you lost a lot of force.
Valid. Fully embarrassed myself in the middle of a firefight. That's me.
All right. And
was that all my action points? Was it 3 action points to shank? Or can I move away?
You certainly can make a movement to move away.
Yeah, I want to hide. I want to get behind either cover, like a floating table, or our ground tank, Malik.
Yeah, because a normal action, attacking in close combat is 2 action points. You can sprint a short distance, take cover. So yes, you can take cover.
All right. Yeah, I'll take cover behind a floating table, lunch table. This is the observatory.
All right. What you got, TK?
Dice.
You're going to need to get that pen out.
Well, all right. Still accelerator pistol.
Nope, it's my TK shooter first. What's your TK
dang
number,
it.
Zara?
Oh,
I forgot
No,
you
I thought
Aren't
I
you
thought
unconscious?
yeah, I'm unconscious. Aren't I missing a turn?
Zara is.
Oh,
Yeah.
The concussion?
Dude.
Yeah, I'm concussed.
Yeah, you are concussed for your turn. My
Yeah.
apologies. Hannah.
All right.
Urbana.
Well, depending on which way I flip these dice, I've got a bunch of 6s or a bunch of 9s.
Nice.
6s again.
This
Go
is
for the 9.
game, not a D9 game.
Only one of them has like a line under it, so I'm like, oh, but they're on 6-sided dice, I guess.
Beautiful, beautiful.
The sign of the beast. Beast.
Nice.
All right. What are you using to attack?
It's my accelerator pistol.
Accelerate pistol. And which one are you shooting at?
Who's the up?
So
There's Footless Joe and who?
and there's Adam's mercenary that he just broke free from.
Okay, so there's a clear shot at that one.
Yes.
That one.
All right. How many 6s did you have?
3. It's minus. Take 1 out for the armory.
No, you got to roll for it.
I guess roll for it. Okay.
Yep. So you still had 2.
Okay.
All right. That crits on 1. So give me a D66 roll.
All right.
Get your crits with a D66.
I feel like I want to re-roll.
What'd you get?
What was your roll?
24.
Teeth knocked out. Done for one turn.
Reroll.
Yeah, I'm
Because
gonna
you
re-roll.
reroll the extra 6, right?
Yeah. All right.
Yes, 1/6 is consumed to create the crit. The extra 6, that second one, can be used to reroll the critical injury.
All right. 6.
Nice.
63.
63.
Ooh.
That shot pierces the soft part of their vacuum suit, severs the jugular, blood spraying everywhere.
I look at Adam and I'm like, that part?
Right there.
He will be dead in 2 minutes. And he is unconscious.
Amazing.
And if he wasn't, he's gonna wish he was.
Adam, watch what she did.
So I'll throw the knife next time. Got it.
Can't do any worse than he did this time.
Could not.
All right, let's see. We got that was Hannah there. All right, so Mercenary 3 has got the cobwebs out of their head.
No, she just shot that one. The one
That was that was 3.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was 3. Oops, I wrote the.
We
again.
still got
Yeah, the one with the missing foot is
Logo,
go around.
Hoppy.
Copy.
And then
Big Bootay.
Yep. Dufflepuds. What were the 1-footed creatures in Narnia? Dufflepuds, I want to say. Dufflepuds.
That's a deep cut.
Yeah.
What had happened to Mark II again? Do we remember?
Hold on. 42? 42.
Oh, that's right. They both had crushed foots.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're very
All right.
good.
So we have 2 that are able to make attacks.
No. One. No.
We should be down to 1 now.
Yeah, we're down to 1. We're down just to the one with the ruined foot. Because one had a broken neck, one had a broken back, one has a severed jugular. So there's just the one that got shot in the foot.
Oh yeah, unconscious D6 hours. Yep. Correct. That's 3. That many dice.
Dufflepuds.
And that is 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 4.
It's 2 for the chandelier, 1 for the doorknob.
All right, he
Ready
misses.
to get ready now. Go, cat, go.
And just for giggles,
Exclusively for
we're gonna
giggles.
have Ada swing her big power spanner.
All right, you're still here.
I was going to offer him medical assistance if he surrendered, but okay.
Power spanner.
Aw.
The doom speculum.
It's like a sonic screwdriver, but it's left-handed.
Right, sinister.
Yes. You start with a left-handed screwdriver.
They Ada misses. Culp has a pulse drill.
Oh no, commoners are getting bold.
Did you say the commoners are getting
Commoners are
bold?
getting
Yes,
bold.
the
I come from a very
peasants are
privileged line of people,
Culp
so I don't know the
has
words
also-
for like.
We're back to the top at initiative 6. Anyone want to do stuff at initiative 6?
Yes. I'm going to try this manipulation again from the end of my Vulcan. Surrender, drop your weapon, and we'll give you medical help.
End it.
You have no other options.
Roll it.
Really need more points in manipulation. Nothing.
Whoa.
I look mean at him though.
He
The
still
barrel-
don't care.
I
He's
don't know
here
what
to
it
do
is.
his
You
job.
just don't got it today.
The barrel of my Vulcan looks like it's
Yeah.
All right, if he says no, I'm going to shoot him.
Yeah. Yeah. Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelled of elderberries.
I respond with your mother's not going to
Hamster!
recognize you when I get done.
I brought out a space jammer. Space jammer. Spell jammer. The space hamster.
3.
Oh, yes. Now I know. Now I get it.
He's immobile, right?
He has a -2 dexterity. -3 dexterity and infiltration.
Okay.
He ain't sneaky, but
Get move around very well.
yeah. Which means he's like at a 0 dexterity because he's got extra specialist, so he's not unpacked there. You had 3, you get to keep 2 6s.
Okay. So 3 points of damage and a crit.
And this is on Mercenary 1, the first one with a crushed foot, right?
Yes.
Yep. He just needed 1 more point of damage to die.
To die.
Okay. Never mind.
If you want to see what that D66 was, you can go ahead and roll it.
Yeah, I want to know how.
35.
It went straight into his eye. He's got a gouged eye, and he topples over dead.
Okay.
That'll do it.
It was just like, surrender. No. Bang.
All right.
Satisfying.
Let's see. There are mercenaries that are still alive. However, they are unconscious for D6 hours. D6 hours is more than 1, which means they are unconscious for the
We
remainder
kick them out the
of
airlock
the
that they blew.
Yeah, we take their stuff and space them, and we get their ship.
Yeah.
Space them. New ship. Ooh. Is this ship better than the old
Or
ship?
second ship to sell, one or the other.
Yeah.
I heard
This
money,
one.
money, 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 money.
If one fits in the other, we can make a little space trioshka.
Yeah.
Plus we got to strip them of their gear. You guys get armor now. Well, some of you do.
Yeah, so you can have these bloody shoes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, just one.
It's just
All right, so we are now out of initiative, and that was quite the interesting combat there.
You know what would have been nice then? Some grenades.
We'll use them next time.
Chad, what's your low-K, bro?
Broke.
Chad? Chad? Chad!
The lights flicker and dim, and another familiarly cold sensation creeps across your bodies.
Ugh.
I need empathy checks.
Ugh.
Again, please, real quick.
Straight empathy.
Just-
Empathy or straight up. Yep, I need an empathy check on these.
I'll be rolling bisexual empathy.
Ooh, nice.
3. No, wait. Sorry. No. 0. I'm brain dead at this hour.
No, same. I'm like,
Yes.
is that the next time?
Three's better.
3's much better.
Three's better.
I got nothing.
All right. How many 6s did folks have? As luck would happen to have it, I get a piece of Adam this time.
No, Pharaoh, you can't come out now.
These 6s cancel out your 2 6s. That means everyone has failed this check and is currently susceptible to this cold feeling of the dark from beyond. and you take 2 points of stress damage.
Pharaoh, no!
And with that, we're calling it for the night. Oh my gosh, that one ran a lot longer than we needed it to, but that was lots of fun.
I'm over
And
it. Wait,
I got to use one of my new dark points, so we
Love
can
it.
down.
that's over half my stress points gone.
Yep.
Amazing.
All right.
I don't really need these though, right? They're just for flavor.
Yeah, no, it's yeah, stress, mind points.
All right. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming in and tuning in and joining us on this crazy run where the gunner almost didn't do diddly squat and got killed. Fortunately, that did not happen. Glory to the icons.
And
Glory to
chat.
the icons.
Patreon.
Yeah. Them patriotic icons.
So next time
we will
just
be
take
back
this
next week
take
to
this trip
finish
to go?
this.
Woo! Finish him.
So let's see what happens next week for our exciting conclusion. Will people survive?
Probably not.
Will those people
Cheers to everyone coming by. And remember, when a nat 20 just won't do,
I don't even have my die.
you need a net.
Nope, that's a 12.
21.